Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel Arunodayam Creations. Let us see practice paper 12 on 1 mark questions from coordination chapter. First question. A doctor visited your school to check up the health of school children. What kind of questions do you ask to know about pancreas? Second. A person has loss of control on emotions. What part of the brain is responsible for this? Third question. You have to complete the table. Parts of the brain. Concept. Midbrain has optic lobes and you have to write which parts are present in forebrain. Fourth question. Which hormone is responsible for secondary sexual characters in females? Fifth question. Complete the flow chart. Plants. Plants have movements, plant movements, and those plant movements are of two types. Nastic movement, which is independent of stimulus, and you have to write which type of movement shows a direction of a stimulus. Next, sixth question. Find the missing part in the diagram. You have to observe this diagram and you have to write which part is missing here. Seventh question. Fill in the blanks. Which phytohormone helps in cell division? You have to write, and what is the function of ethylene? You have to mention. Eighth question. Write any two differences between efferent and efferent nerves. Ninth question. In this diagram, X denotes. So you have to observe this diagram and you have to write what X means. What X refers to. 10th question. Response of the body to hormone and name of the hormone. You have to fill in the table. Growth of bones is because of a hormone called somatotrophin. General growth rate and metabolic activity is due to which hormone? You have to write. Next, 11th question. Can you name this structure? You have to observe this diagram and you have to write which structure it is. 12th question. A plant kept near the window bends towards sunlight. Which hormone is responsible for this response and what is that phenomenon called? 13th question. What is chemotropism? 14th. Name the scientist who succeeded in separating auxin from the tip of the stem. 15th question. What is a synapse? So pause this video here. After completion of your answers, check your answers with me. First, doctor visited your school. What kind of questions do you ask about your pancreas? You can ask questions like what is the role of pancreas in digestion, or what are the disorders if pancreas does not work properly. Like this, you have to frame questions and you have to write. Second, person has loss of control on emotions. Which part of brain is responsible for this? Actually, diencephalon of cerebrum controls our emotions. You have to write diencephalon of brain. Diencephalon of forebrain. Next. Third question. Complete the following table. Midbrain has optic lobes. So forebrain has actually olfactory lobes, cerebrum and diencephalon. These are the parts of forebrain. Olfactory lobes, cerebrum and diencephalon. Fourth question. Which hormone is responsible for secondary sexual characters in females? Estrogen. Fifth question. Which movement helps in direction of stimulus? Tropic movement. Tropic. Next, find the missing part in the diagram. This is a nerve cell. Here, nucleus is missing in cytosol. You have to mention nucleus. Next, seventh question. Fill in the table. The phytohormone which is responsible for cell division is cytokinins. So ethylene helps in fruit ripening of fruits. So here cytokinins and here ripening of fruits. Next, eighth question. Differences between efferent and efferent neurons. First, efferent neurons, they are also called as sensory nerves. Efferent neurons are also called as motor nerves. Efferent neurons carries information from sense organs to brain and spinal cord. They will carry information from sense organs. That's why they are called as sensory nerves. Efferent neurons, they will carry impulses from brain and spinal cord and passes it to effector organs. They will carry information. They will carry response from brain and spinal cord and passes it to the muscles of effector organs. So here you have to write like this, differences between efferent and efferent neurons. Next, ninth question. In this diagram, X denotes this is a kidney. The cap-like structure present on the kidney is adrenal gland. Adrenal gland, you know about the hormones released by it and their functions also. Next, 10th question. Response of body to hormones. Growth of bones is because of somatotropin. General growth rate and metabolic activity is because of a thyroxine hormone which is released by thyroid gland. Next, can you name the structure? This is a sensory neuron. Next, 12th question. Plant kept near the window bends towards sunlight. The hormone responsible for this is called auxin hormone. Auxin, you already know about FW experiment. So auxin hormone is responsible for this type of movement, and this phenomenon is called as a phototropism, movement of plant towards sunlight. So this phenomenon is phototropism. Next, 13th question, chemotropism. Chemotropism means movement of plant parts in response to chemical stimulus. Movement of plant parts in response to chemical stimulus is called chemotropism. Best example is growth of pollen tube towards ovary because of the absorption of nectar from stigma. So stigma produces nectar. By absorbing that nectar, by absorbing that chemical substance, the pollen tube will grow and passes to ovary. Next, 14th question, name the scientist who succeeded in separating auxin. FW Wendt. FW Wendt. Next, last question, what is synapse? Very important question. It is the functional region of contact between two neurons. So the contact between two neurons is called synapse, where the information is passed from one nerve cell to other nerve cell. This is our practice paper on coordination chapter. Hope this paper is very easy for you. Don't forget to comment your marks in comment section. Thank you so much for watching. Jai Hind.